peers, people you've worked for in the past, people you work for now, industry experts. I mean, I can't tell you the number of people that talk to him about their career decisions before they make it. You know, he's just really good at that kind of stuff.
Well, I think the one thing is this: is you get in my line of work, you get perspective and you get to listen to folks. But I mean, I think that when you start thinking about your board of directors, the thing that are important when you select these people to give you guidance is that they should have the same ethics and values that you have, and they should always have your best interest at heart. They can never have their own hidden agenda. And you have to use your gut to flush that out. But before you start trusting people, make sure they're reading off make sure that they're aligned with how you think.
We have a cheat sheet. It'll be up on the blog later. You can go download this.
But, so, I mean, let's just give you guys some conclusions to walk away from this with, right? I mean, look, we just dealt with 2 years of crazy economics, and depending on who you listen to on CNBC, we don't know if that's behind us or ahead of this. But whatever it is that we should recognize that this economy has had a really eye-opening effect to everyone, and you should all be cognizant of the macroeconomic pictures that you might be facing. I also think this is that certifications are signal theory. We talked about it before. The certifications that you'll get are valuable, but do not rely on them wholeheartedly. If you do, you're making big mistakes. In the future, employers are going to have a lot. The world's getting smaller. Social networks. I was talking to somebody I met out last night. I know him for a while, and he said to me, you know what, I got a real problem. Someone took a video last night and posted it on YouTube. This guy employs 20 people that work for him. He's on Vegas on a business trip. I'm sure that he's going to deal with that when he gets back. So people are judging you at all time. The other thing I talked to you about is this, is that how many people use LinkedIn? How many people have had like a real big... How many people has LinkedIn had a huge impact on their lives? So the idea of a network and the idea of a meaningful network are two different things. So you have to think about building a meaningful and effective network, not just building a network. Your network has to be actionable, it has to be responsive, and it has to be able to get you a result. That's key. Security pros are going to have to be a lot more business savvy in their career. When we do a CISO search for a client, instead of them asking, can we have a security person who understands business, they ask us, I need a business person who understands security. That's the litmus test now. When you start thinking about your career itself, is that you have to write that career plan. Take some time, write that career plan. Think this out. Think about where you want to go, where you want to get to. You will be less disappointed. If you have a plan, you'll probably act towards that plan. And you're going to have to differentiate yourselves from your peers. Everybody wants the same thing. Security is becoming more and more popular. Competition is heating up. For every good position that we recruit for, everybody's qualified. It's just the degree of qualification and the nuances of the customer who's making the decision.
And just to wrap up, if you look at all the functions on that cheat sheet, try and imagine running a company without one of them. Imagine running a company without finance, or without sales, or without marketing, or without a product. You can't. You can't run your career without it either. Take this and use it. If you are not doing all these functions, you are selling yourself short. Period. End of story. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.